Hello, my little ponies, and welcome back to Rod Factory 5. We are going to Athol's End, and we are going... Finally, there's a bit of a roadblock in our progress so far, but we are going to do our best to keep pushing through it. So you can see there's going to be just some slight issues here. Mainly in this...
Nice.
Big bird's comb. I needed that at one point. Azura's here too.
Hello.
I woke up, played... Oh, no, I was going to play some Deep Rock Galactic, but then it was time for D&D instead. Played through some D&D. Now we're finally on, like, a long rest. So once I learn how much money's worth we can all get, that'd be great. One of the items we got was a manual of infinite spells, which instead of being major spells is apparently medium spell list, which is like, you know what, that's fair. We're like level 12-ish, 13-ish. We don't need access to 7th, 8th, and 9th level spells yet. That's reasonable. And out of the 2 spellcasters in the party, Marissa has sort of claimed this manual for herself instead. Because Marissa is, strictly speaking, a spellcaster. Oh, also, during the D&D session, Marissa wound up getting possessed because possession is not mind-affecting. It's just body-affecting. It possesses everything other than the brain. So I know in Rune Factory 1, there's, I don't know if it's a glitch or what, but if you charge up a tool and then use it to attack, it basically multiplies the damage it deals. It's so cool. It seems in this game, you don't get anything special. You don't get extra radius, and you don't get extra damage. You don't really get much of anything for charging it. So that's kind of disappointing, you know.
I hope it comes out okay.
So I'm gonna have to basically make a macro for when Marissa starts casting stuff from the book. Which, right now, it's Clairaudience, Clairvoyance, which, I mean, can be useful. Oh, and I mean, also...
You already are voying an audience.
Yes.
You're big and strong, okay?
Oh, yes, I'm very much aware.
I hope it comes out okay. You're big and,
bonk,
strong, okay?
Ah! Ow, no. Bronk. Okay, cool. What was that? Right, also, turns out that Marissa didn't actually need one of the feats that we had gotten, so I retrained it. You want to take a guess as to what really useful feat that I retrained into?
Delicious.
No idea.
Here's a hint, it was my level 6 feat.
I do not know.
Oh, it's the leadership feat. A feat that's often banned by DMs for being way too overpowered.
Wait, level 6?
Yeah. Leadership has a prerequisite of level 6.
Okay, I maybe I'm just misremembering stuff. For some reason I thought leadership was level 7.
No, because you don't get a feat at level 7.
Then I must be thinking a different system, or it's been so long that I honestly do not remember.
It is maybe better.
Or I'm thinking of a different feat.
Also, you want to take a guess as to what we've gotten for Marissa... Oh, shoot, I went backwards. What we got for Marissa's starting cohort? Because I didn't just take it for no reason. I took it because we found someone that we wanted to add to the party, and the DM said I could take leadership and bring this fella along as my cohort, and this way it won't betray the party or run away.
Was it a slime or a mimic?
Neither. Do you want
Well,
a hint?
Sure.
It's beautiful.
You already said it's not a slime.
I hope it comes out okay.
I have no idea.
Delicious.
It's a beholder.
I hope it comes out okay.
Beauty is in the eye of the
Make
beholder.
it strong, okay?
Yeah, but the rest of the beholder isn't beautiful, just in the eye.
Delicious. I hope it comes out okay.
Apparently the beholder creature was specifically made just for that little joke.
Watering time.
I mean, that's not surprising.
Joke?
Watering
Fun?
time.
See,
That's
now
what
that-
D&D is. It's a bunch of puns.
Can't go on.
Did I actually just drink like 6 potions as I was dying? Hard to tell. That's high robbery. No wait. Robbery. So yeah. So now Marissa... Oh, also I paid off my second level adjustment, so now Marissa is... level and ECL 10 in a party of 12 to 13s. I think they're like level 12 but almost level 13, I think, for the most part. Except now Marissa's level 10, so she'll be getting a lot of extra experience.
All right. I hope it comes out okay. I hope it comes out okay. Time to eat. Time to eat. I hope it comes out okay. I hope it comes out okay.
Hey everyone, come over here. So, also I've been playing a lot of Deep Rock Galactic over the course of last night and today. It's pretty fun. Nice open 3D environment. You can terraform the land by digging into the walls if you want. You go to collect resources, but then, oh no, bugs are coming along, so you have to shoot the bugs. I've been having fun playing as the scout, which has like, basically like a grappling hook gun. So I could just like, oh, I want to be up there. Just shoot my grappling hook and just right on up.
I hope it comes out okay.
Pairs really well with another one of the classes that can make platforms.
Delicious. I hope it comes out okay.
Woohoo, level up!
Delicious. Time to eat.
How long will I be playing Boom Factory 5 for, anyway? I feel like I'd be playing it... at least... like, I feel like I'd be playing it until Rune Factory 6 comes out, sometime that
I hope it comes out
is
okay.
maybe supposed to be this year.
Delicious. Grow big and strong, okay?
Like, that's what I feel about it, anyway.
Watering time.
That feels about right. So I'll probably be playing this for quite some time.
Time to eat. Grow big and strong. Okay?
Yeah, how long until someone adds Rune Factory to Rune Factory 5 to the Arc of Plagos?
I can go take a look now.
Oh gosh. I don't think anyone's actually working on it, are they?
Watering time.
Just imagine all of like the weapons are
Watering time.
all of like the stuff that you can craft is actually just checks. That would actually not
No,
be so
unfortunately,
bad.
it looks like.
Watering time.
Unfortunately, someone has made a post about it in the appropriate like thing, but there's been like no response. The extent of a response is someone has given it a sheep react, and that's it.
A sheep.
Well, a ram,
Ah!
but that's it.
Oh god. I went back onto the Divine Journey 2 yesterday. Go back onto that old server, see if there's stuff I could do there without you.
Uh-huh.
Quite so much.
Yeah.
Still holding on to like your Thaumonomicon and whatnot. So I basically have to restart the entire chapter.
Well, again, I can always just,
Yes, if you were on the server, you could.
Yeah,
Or
well,
you're
yeah,
not
if
on the
you
server,
were,
you can't.
yeah, but since you went on by yourself, that's why.
It's like 3 chapters in a row that's all Thaumonomicon based. Or
Yeah,
Thaumopath
kinda.
based.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh. See, I figured it was just going to be a case of, okay, you can have this chapter, and then we'll continue working together on the next chapter. But no, it's like 3 in a row, and it's like, yeah, maybe I should have gotten involved in this.
Yeah, and I remember I invited you to do so a few times, and you're just like, no. You wanted to work on the witchery stuff. Or the bewitchment, sorry.
Yeah.
Witchery, that's an older version of the mod.
Yep. What I want to do is, like, re-update our entire house again to make it not so much just an absolute cluster of thoughts.
Watering time.
What? What do you mean?
Ouch.
Well, it's like, oh, we want such and such machine. We either have to, run around outside to find the place where we had first built it. Or it's in a box with like 10 other machines. Okay, go dig around in here and then find a place on the wall you can put it down.
I mean, I just want to point out, none of the machines that are outside, aside from the one that... Okay, aside from that cluster that's basically just, that makes like the pickling juice, the brine and all that thing, that's the only machine thing that started outside.
Time to eat.
Everything else got moved outside because you thought it would be more efficient out there or something? I'm not sure. I'm guessing because you wanted to attach solar panels directly to the machines rather than connecting it to the grid.
I hope it comes out okay.
That might be it, yes.
Yeah.
Your big
Although I guess
smile,
also
okay?
the, was it the empowering one? Is that what it is? Yeah, that whole array, that one also originated outside.
Grow big and
Yeah,
strong.
Because I think, yeah.
Yeah, when we went to go and make this space, what I should have done was just make it like 50 by 50 or something, just really
I thought
big space.
Well, that's the thing. I thought that's what we did. Like, and that's why I had cleared out a bunch, and I think you actually got upset at me for clearing out too much. You're like, we're not going to need a base this big.
See, what I was thinking was we just make our house and like keep like making it taller or going down, like make it more vertical focused.
Yeah, but then you decided to make a roof. You decided to define a roof.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, that's not a beverage. I'm doing my book game, and I just decided to brew a bunch of tea and coffee. I'm going to take a screenshot in a minute here, because it's just kind of funny just seeing all these pots of tea and coffee just sitting around. That's the neat thing about this game. Technically speaking, time doesn't really pass, so nothing goes bad or goes cold.
Oh, neat.
I mean, time does pass, but it's just like, not for consumables. Like, literal consumables. It's actually kind of funny the way that it shows us with brewed tea and coffee, because you get your pot of tea or coffee or whatever, and it has, like, steam coming out of it. Well, when it switches to the model that doesn't have steam coming out of it, that's how it does that when you only have 1 cup left in it.
Sorry, that just reminded me of a half-full jug of wine.
How does that remind you of a half-full jug of wine?
Well, because, like, the icon changes when there's, like, almost empty. Have you heard about the half jug of wine?
Obviously not.
So it's an item on RuneScape that sells for, what is it, billions or trillions of gold pieces?
Jesus.
A full jug of wine, may I let you know, might sell for about 4 GP. Somewhere around that. And the thing was, it used to be that you'd get a full jug of wine. When you drink it, it then becomes a half-full jug of wine. And then you drink it again, it becomes just a jug.
Ah.
However, that was changed in the game some, I don't know, 10, 20 years ago. So if you take a full jug of wine and drink it, it'll just become an empty jug. Which means that it then started to be impossible to get a half-full jug of wine. But you could still just drink a half jug of wine and empty it. So it just became, over the years, it just became rarer and rarer as people either, say, had it in their accounts when they stopped playing forever, or people just drank the jugs, or, you know, whatever happened to them. To the point where if you try to go into the Grand Exchange and buy them, I think they are the most expensive item that you can buy on the Grand Exchange.
Sorry, and which version of it specifically?
The half-full jug of wine.
Ah, okay.
Because you can't, like, make that anymore.
Interesting.
What am I missing out on? There's a room I have to clear out, I guess, to get the purple lever.
But yeah, just if you take a look quickly over at Discord, yeah, you see all those steaming pots and all that? Yeah, those are all various coffees and teas. And over on the left is 1 single cup of coffee and a bunch of alcohol. Don't ask why there's a single cup of coffee over there.
You're silly.
Well, because I realized, like, because the way this one works is when you have, like, your pots of coffee or tea, or most bottles of liquor, you have to put it through a separate thing, like, to separate it into, like, the individual servings. And, like, putting it in there removes 1 serving from the pot or bottle. And once you've removed the last cup of it, like, the pot or bottle itself just disappears. But the full size, it still remains like the full-size pot if it has exactly 1 cup left. So it's just like, there's no reason not to just put it into the single serving state. Because you have to do that to make use of it. You can't just use the full pot. It has to be an individual serving, so it's just like, so I can have 1 serving that is yet to be served in the full pot, or I can serve it into a single cup, which is smaller and ready to use. Which one seems like the better idea?
Individual cup, because that's ready to use.
Exactly. However, making things complicated, yeah, if you take a look on that thing, look on the shelf, I got my cup of coffee, and 5 bottles. Only 2 of those bottles are multiple servings. The other 3 are
Watering time.
single servings, like in and of themselves. You can't separate them out for some reason. And it's just like,
Grow big and strong.
why? Why do some of these things work differently?
I hope it comes out okay. Time to eat. Watering time. Ouch. Grow big and strong, okay? I hope it comes out okay. I hope it comes out okay. Grow big and strong, okay? Grow big and strong, okay?
I am sadly at another unfortunate waiting period in my game. Where it's just like, huh,
Delicious.
everything that I can do, I've done. And there's more
So you're
stuff
in
to
BK
do.
mode?
Kind of, except
I hope it comes out okay.
here's the thing. Unlike BK mode, this one I can eventually make progress by sitting around and waiting.
So when is Book of Hours going to be added to our play
I
though?
hope it comes out okay.
I don't think this game works really all that well that way, because...
I hope it comes out
Well, here's the thing. Each book technically would count... Okay,
Yes.
technically it would be a check to receive a given book. Second, it would be another check to master the research of the book.
I hope it comes out okay.
And but also the problem is, like, when you master research, it gives you stuff. And there is one slight other problem with
Strong, okay?
trying to actually make this work in a randomizer. Is that it is technically, as I understand it, supposed to be literally impossible to 100% complete it. As in, it's not possible to get every single book.
Why?
Okay, well, all but I believe it's all but 6 books are. You know, I'm gonna have to look this up just to be sure here, but I believe all but 6 books are like they are unique. There's only one in the world, and you can get it. However, the remaining ones are basically what shows up when you try to get a book of a particular set, but that set has run out. Which can be difficult to predict. You would need to literally have a complete master list of every book, which you obviously can get. Like, you can probably just find it on the website.
Yes.
But you would basically need to hold on to the, like, uncatalogued versions of 5 of the decks. The 6th deck is the one that shows up once per season. Yeah, once every 4 in-game days, basically.
All right.
Ish.
All right.
It has its own separate filler
All right.
repeating book that will just keep showing up. And that's one thing that makes it difficult. It's just like, yeah, it would take forever to get everything. It would take forever to make use of everything.
Sounds like a regular archipelago game.
Not to mention, you can only speed it up to 6 times time. Which basically, I'm going to be having the game in 6 times time at all times from now until I get the next book or get my next language, basically.
Time.
Like, I suppose one could try to figure out a way to do this, but it's just like... And now that I think about it, there are other things that could count as checks. Because there's other, like, there's crafting recipes you can make, and I suppose successfully making any recipe could count as a check.
That's the spirit.
I guess really the main issue is figuring out, okay, like, the only way that I can see this genuinely working is, mainly the main issue is how the heck do you have items just spawn in? Because it would have to be you successfully make a recipe, you get the results of that recipe, and that triggers Archipelago to give somebody else their check. Which basically means it works as an Archipelago, but not as a randomizer in and of itself. Mainly because so many of the things in this game are already randomized. I guess that's kind of what it is. Not to mention, there's stuff that there's decisions you have to make at the start of the game that can completely affect the seed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how well it would work. You know, now that I'm actually thinking about it, like, there is potential for it, but... Ooh.
Yes! All right!
Really, the other main downside of it is I don't think it's a short enough game to really be viable for, you know, what you would expect from a randomizer, especially not from an Archipelago. I mean, you saw how long it took for me to get my first playthrough done,
Nice!
and you're seeing how long it's taking me for my second playthrough.
Yeah. We in the audience can basically watch it in real time.
Yes!
Kinda.
Right. Nice!
It's strange that these Rune Factory videos, at least after I got back from the trip, have been recorded every other day. Radish. Just only...
Did you just say radish?
Yeah, what about it?
You and your radishes.
What? We have radish seeds at level 4, so I can ship them out now.
Easy does it?
Why do you have radishes? Why not turnips? Why not turnips like a
turnips.
good farmer?
We have
Why are you
turnips.
wasting your time with radishes?
I don't know, they're, what's the term?
Yes!
Cool?
Nice!
Kinda?
Nice!
I mean, they're all right in salad, I suppose.
Oh, I thought that you were trying to lead me to the obvious pun.
All right!
What, they're radical?
All right!
Yeah, they're rad.
You're big and strong, okay?
No, I wasn't. And maybe, I don't know, maybe you're funnier than me. That's a big maybe, though.
Big maybes. Big maybes. Oh. Oh gosh. Ah! It's not even 10 p.m. I can't already be tired. I have class even in 5 hours.
Yes!
What time did you wake up today?
I don't know, dude.
Huh. I can't believe I'm suggesting this, but you might need to take a 10 o'clock nap.
Just take a little nap so I can be all fresh and ready.
Yes! Yes! All right!
Oh god, I saw this little skit, whatever, the other day, a few days ago. It's like, oh no, I don't have autism. It's like, oh yeah, prove it. Take this autism test. And it's like, but I can't take the test. It's so vague. It's like, do I prefer reading fiction or nonfiction? Well, what kind of fiction or nonfiction? It doesn't say. What if it's a book about dinosaurs? What if it's about my favorite dinosaur? I can't possibly know if I... It's basically just that for an extended period of... It's just... I can't even take the test to find out if I'm autistic because the answers are so vague and open-ended. It's like, yeah, that's a sign. That's for the test.
All right.
But on a not so funny note, it kind of reminds me of the racist citizenship tests that were made in, when was it? The 1800s or something? They make tests for citizenship, but the questions are so open-ended that the person marking it could just say that a person is right or wrong, depending on what they want the person to be, so they could, you know, let certain people have citizenship and not others.
It makes me think of, like, the early IQ tests that, you know, were also, like... basically were more like American trivia tests.
No, these are stupid. It's like, okay, write forwards, backwards.
Ah. Yes, because there's two correct interpretations if you understand the question. But English is also kind of mystifying itself sometimes, so that could be confusing just as written.
There are at least 3 potential answers to that.
God. You could write the word... You could write down forwards, backwards. Like, just the 2 words.
Yes.
You could write forwards, spelling it with backwards letters.
Yep.
You could write it mirrored, like just straight up mirrored, so backwards and also mirrored letters. Turn around and attempt to write it, like, behind your back. So I've already thought of 4 ways to do it.
There's another way as well.
Oh, right, just write the words backward. The word backwards.
Yep.
Write a forward,
backward.
backwards.
Yep. And I still remember trying to, like, explain these tests to someone and how they were made in such a way that the grader could grade them as they wanted. And the person's like, no, that's stupid. There's only one answer to this. It's like, oh, but they could mark it wrong because, well, no, that'd be stupid if they did that. It's like, that's the point.
Yeah, that's the point.
That is literally the point.
Wonderful.
It's like, yeah, thanks for understanding. Why are you still getting mad at me about it?
Yeah. Dang it. Really? Okay, well, good. This means this one's gonna end this season. Jeepers.
Or there's, write swim in lowercase letters with a dot above the second letter. So, of course, SWIM, if you put a dot above the I, oh, well, you put a dot above the third letter, you can't read the instructions properly. But if you don't put a dot above the I, well, then you wrote it incorrectly, you can't, you know, write the word, you can't write the word correctly, we can't let you in. If you write it in capitals, then you didn't read the instructions properly because it said in lowercase letters.
And of course, one thing that doesn't help is I see so often, you know, people are not actually taught lowercase letters being different from uppercase ones, where their version of it is just lowercase is the same as uppercase but smaller. And that's just because of how they were taught, not because of anything else. It really doesn't help that English... I mean, I've said this before. English
is a
isn't a
stupid
language.
language.
No, English isn't a language.
It's 3 sub-languages standing on top of each other.
Oh, off to work.
In a trench coat, running around mugging people, mugging other languages for spare change. Probably so they can sneak into a movie theater.
Oh, speaking of movie theater stuff, I heard about something rather hilarious. There's a, I don't know, like a 20-year-old actress, whatever, and she participated in the filming of, like, an adult film.
Huh?
Or, you know, like, at least an age-restricted. Well, she participated in an adult film, or a film that had an adult scene that was in movie theaters. But according to the movie theater, you had to be at least 21 to see that movie. So she was old enough to participate in the scene that she wasn't then allowed to watch. She was old enough to participate in it, but not old enough to watch it.
Still working.
And
That-
that is...
That's one of those really weird things, like with the different... The fact that the age majority is inconsistent in the US.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. What you're describing is specifically in the US, as far as I understand. I don't think any other country in the world, like, actually has things different.
Yeah, the age of
Based on
adulthood.
Age of adulthood is...
based off of random... That's why there are a lot of, like, 18, 19, and 20-year-olds just, like, sneaking across the border to Canada so they can have some alcohol.
Yeah, alcohol or marijuana.
Well, it used to just be alcohol.
No, it definitely didn't just used to be alcohol, but that is the more well-known one, yes.
Well, sneak across the border so they can, you know, legally have it.
Right, yes, okay, yeah, you're right. It's only more recently
Yes.
because it only
Marijuana's
recently
been legalized in
legal.
Canada a few years ago.
Yes, okay, that's what you mean by recently. Okay, fair enough. It also took me a moment to realize what you meant by that, but yeah. So it's just like, I don't think I know of any other country in the world that separates out, like, the things that are restricted into different age, like, levels of age of majority, or different ones within different parts of the country. So it's just like, yeah, you know, the name of the country is supposed to be the United States of America.
It's actually just 51 small countries pretending to be together.
No, it's more than 51. 50 states plus District of Columbia plus the other territories like Puerto Rico, Guam, a couple of other ones.
True to form. Thanks.
Yeah, honestly, just the fact that the whole thing is supposed to be set up as, yeah, it's 50 states. But it's not. It isn't 50. It controls more territory than just 50, and just the fact that, you know, DC isn't one of the states. It's a separate thing, but it's also part of it. But it's separate. It's like, what?
Emerald! Oh my god! It's look!
What am I looking at? Sorry, I need to... I stopped watching the stream. I need to find it again. What am I looking at?
Look, it's Fuka!
Hi, Fuka. Okay.
She's learning English.
Oh! Cute!
So he's bait.
Does this mean you can now go fishing?
Oh, I mean, it'd be nice to do some co-op fishing. But I gotta give all of these gifts around to everyone.
Ah.
Jeez.
Okay, okay, so weapon skill to 15. That's bound to happen eventually. Till the corn. I should just go and buy some corn and do that already. Ship a vegetable is level 5 or higher. That... I need some greenifer for that. And... that's like whatever.
She wants a bottled fairy. She wants to pretend to be like...
No, she wants me to, no, yeah, she wants me to capture a fairy, yeah. Doctor, have some breakfast! From closer examination, this appears to be handmade. As opposed to a machine-made meal. Apparently people are making meals with 3D printers. I saw a video where someone got a tattoo with a 3D printer.
That sounds like a really bad idea.
They got the word leg on their leg.
Wonderful.
Fascinating. Is it not?
Wait, were
This
they using a
is
3D printer to make a prosthetic?
No?
Okay, because that's the only way I can imagine that making any sense.
No, they... Okay, excuse you too. No, they use the 3D printer to, like, move, like, the tattoo needle.
That doesn't sound like a very good idea.
No, it really probably wasn't.
fascinating. Is it not?
You rang?
Thanks. Okay.
Gotcha.
Nice.
So apparently, GTA 5 has stats that you can increase by doing stuff. Running, driving, shooting, swimming, you know, etc.
Yes.
However, once you've completed the, like, tutorial, any, like, things that you have done get reset back down to 0. So it's possible to raise most stats up to their maximum in the tutorial, but then they'll all get reset down to 0 unless you specifically use a glitch in the tutorial to get into water and swim. Then any stats raised from your time spent swimming will be kept.
Whoa!
Interesting.
However, if you glitch into water in the tutorial, technically you're out in the ocean, which means a shark will spawn after too long. after a bit and eventually kill you, so you have to keep, you know, respawning and glitching out.
I see.
Welcome. Come again, if you feel like it anyway. Woohoo! My day is made!
256, a nice round number. Alright. Go into the inn. Or go into the bathhouse, whatever.
2.
Because it kind of feels weird to be done with this segment of D&D. We've been in these Lich territory for, what, 2 months or something by now? We've been in there for so long. Wound up leveling up like multiple times. And if we hadn't had to take a break for Marissa to get revived, then we would have faced a very different... So essentially what it was we took out some, like, the front defenses of the Lich place, then we had to retreat for a few days. And there were, like, infected, like, frogmen, whatever, who came in and spread their infection through the entire base. No, not Lich, Mind Flayer. Through the entire Mind Flayer base. So
Okay.
the place was going to be
Another
so
day.
much different
Welcome.
if we hadn't retreated partway through.
Can't
Alright,
make up your
carrot and
mind?
yam, that's what I'm going, right?
No need to stop there. Thanks.
More product. Oof. Got a lot of Dawnline coffee and Assam.
That's awesome.
Awesome? I have no...
Oh, Prosperous were going well as well. I did a bit of solo play, was that yesterday? And I played the scenario with, I think, the smallest map size in all of Frosthaven. All of Gloomhaven, too. Of all of the Haven games, the the smallest provided map size.
Oh?
It's so small I was able to count the tiles.
I mean, you can probably count the tiles on, you know, other sizes. You just choose not to.
But it's so small, I wound up counting the tiles anyway, just to make
For
sure
fun?
that I wasn't hallucinating.
Ah.
It's 4 tiles!
I'm sorry. Say that again?
It's 4 tiles. The map, as provided in the book, is 4 tiles.
Woohoo! Huh?
Huh.
So what is... Yeah, you start off with a 4-tile map, but any character may, during their turn, use up one of, like, their movements to make a new tile on the map. And every 5 new tiles that get added, stuff happens, including monsters spawning. So with 4 players, the last thing that you get is, after getting 55 tiles, gets you the second of the chests. But after, like, I don't know, 40 or something, basically the boss enemy spawns, and once you kill that, the scenario is done. I basically just wound up making, like, a tunnel, so monsters would keep spawning down the end of the tunnel. And I'd have time to clear out the monsters that were around me, and then I could just... And then I could start focusing on the ones coming down the tunnel.
Oh.
Remember, I was also dealing with trials, and oh my gosh, some of those trials. One of them is the trial of patience. You win this when all of the other trials have been completed.
I don't think I'm patient enough for that one.
So you essentially just have to do nothing. As everyone else goes through the game and does their trials, you just do none of that stuff.
To be clear, are these trials like the retirement goal things?
Nope. These are different.
Okay. Okay.
And there are ultimately more retirement goals than there were in Gloomhaven. I remember at one point in Gloomhaven, I had run out of retirement goals, so I wasn't allowed to retire any new characters. I will say, though, it is really nice that, yeah, Frosthaven definitely will play differently from Gloomhaven, because a big part of how Frosthaven plays are the retirement goals, because they make new buildings appear. So playing with a certain building without a different one starts playing differently. But of course, if you've already played the game before, you might
My stars!
be incentivized to, like, oh, yeah, you should totally do this retirement goal, because that gives us a building I want to use. In my solo game, I got to the point where all of the buildings I have unlocked, none of them can be upgraded anymore. So everyone is just completely loaded on materials. But there's, like, no herbs left. And whenever you loot stuff, it's either money or materials, almost never actually herbs. And it's like the garden is working at full efficiency. Unfortunately, it's still too slow. What we needed. So we have corn, pumpkin, and green pepper. Wait, those aren't the only ones growing. Shoot!
Perfect. Good. I can finally do stuff again.
Carrot and yam. Yep, those are 2 extras that we needed.
Okay, that's rather annoying. One thing that I get every day in this game is a special... basically, I get a special thing that I can use for the day based on the weather. And the weather always has some level of different aspects. Now here's the thing. One of the aspects is winter. And I just got the weather hail. It doesn't have the aspect winter.
Yeah, because it doesn't hail in winter.
Working hard.
It's just like, it's just... I mean, what?
Welcome.
I'm just annoyed about it. It has the one that for the sky, and the one... Well, it says edge, which basically just means,
What is it?
wounds and injury. Just like... So, yeah, it's
For your
a
business.
injury from the sky. Nothing to do with the fact that it's ice.
Baby.
What is it?
Very
Come
disappointing.
again.
Oh yeah, I can imagine, yeah.
Oh well, that's fine.
Okay, so still need to plant these Straba berries. But otherwise everything is fine. If only I could make some greenifer. What is the recipe for greenifer? Almost gone the entire episode without pausing to look stuff up. Oh, also, I have to be up tomorrow for, like, bloody 10 a.m. because I have a package arriving somewhere between 10:30 and 2:30.
Sounds like you maybe actually really should take a nap before your D&D. Just so that, you know, you don't have your full sleep after D&D, but you have enough, you know, rest between the two rest sessions. Like, I'd said it before mostly as a joke, but now I'm not joking.
Withered grass, orange grass, and corn. Wait, we don't have orange grass. Where do we get the orange grass? Ah. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, I want like a whole bunch of extra turnip seeds. I'm gonna buy like 300 extra turnip seeds. I'm not going to fill the fields now. I'll save that for next episode. But once I see next episode, once I see all these seeds in my inventory
Working
next
hard.
episode, maybe I'll think to do that.
Welcome.
Sounds like a plan.
Alrighty. So hopefully you've all enjoyed this and nap time.